Well, we've been growing here on this farm for about 16 years. Prior to us starting a farm here, we had a small block of land in Glasshouse Mountains where we really started our interest in farming. Both him and I always loved getting our hands dirty and growing different things.
Mostly me.
Yes. So we started growing strawberries small scale in Glasshouse Mountains in a conventional way. So we use all kinds of chemicals and basically the things that the DPI recommended to use. And after reading some of the material safety data sheets, because I never liked spraying, you have to dress up in a suit and you can hardly breathe and it's hot and you can still smell some of the chemicals from time to time. So I did a bit of research in the material safety data sheets, and some of the content in it is very scary. So at that point in time we were sort of running out of space there, and we thought we need to obtain more land, which we did, and we bought this place. And we thought, rather than continuing on a chemical basis, which is not really good for anyone, and at that point in time we also decided to start a family, so we'll have children walking around, and we thought, no, we can't continue doing it this way.
Yeah.
So we decided to grow everything organically. And that was a timed process as well, because you can't just turn a piece of land into organic from one day to the next. There's a certification process. There's lots of tests that you have to do, soil tests to see if there's any residual chemicals or things that we don't want. So that all took time. So we continued growing strawberries here organically, even though we weren't fully certified, and slowly got bigger. This area is ideally suited for growing strawberries. Growing strawberries organically is much more difficult than doing it chemically. There's a lot more labour involved. It's a lot harder to control a lot of pests and diseases. But ultimately, it's much better for all of us. Better for our customers, so we've got to feed. Basically, our customers eat the stuff that we grow, so it's got to be healthy. If we have unhealthy customers, we eventually have no business left. And of course, healthy for our kids, healthy for us applying the different things. So yeah, that was 16 years ago, so it's been a long journey. We slowly got a little bit bigger in the amount of plants that we grew. We've expanded our strawberries to now also grow salad, custard apples,
avocados.
And, a few avocados. And now we're running out of space again because the demand for organic produce is very high. So we could grow a lot more and easily sell it, but there's only two of us.
Yes.
And we like to keep it to a family size.
Great,
yeah.
Great. Could you maybe talk about how you came to work with FoodConnect and the process that led to that? And,
yes,
and maybe give a brief overview of your relationship with FoodConnect and how that works?
Yeah. It started a couple of years ago. I can't remember how many years ago, but like anything, time flies.
Yeah, we just want to sell the food direct from the farmer to the customers, so no middleman involved, so we just sell it to the customers straight away.
Yeah, so I think we got a call from Luke at FoodConnect at one stage, because we didn't know them and they didn't know us, and they probably found us through the organic network. And Luke explained the process to us, and it sounded, like Pim said, it's a much better way of distributing food that's grown in the area to customers, rather than the normal way. And the normal way can be, we'll send fruit to Sydney and we'll get an email from someone in Cairns to say, we really enjoyed your strawberries.
Yeah.
And we think, Cairns, we send it to Sydney first, and who knows how much that costs in fuel and everything else. Then it went to Cairns and then they sent us an email. So I think the philosophy of selling locally is much better. The problem with us being farmers is we're too busy growing the product that we don't have a lot of time of selling directly to customers. So that's where FoodConnect comes in. Their expertise is sourcing and selling straight to the customers, and so it works out well.
Great. And are you currently, I know FoodConnect uses sort of networking technology and social media to expand their distribution basis, but have you sort of experimented in that area of?
Yes, yeah, we have. We've got a Pim's Organics Facebook page where we put different things on there. Primarily, not so much to attract customers, because we can't grow enough to supply our customers, Food Connect being one. So we always have a deficit really of product. If we could grow 10 times more, we wouldn't still need any more people buying from us because the demand is so high. But yes, we have used a bit of social media to spread the word, because obviously from our point of view, the more general customers know the health benefits and possibly the dangers of not eating organic and the health benefits of organic, the more people will buy organic products, which is again good for us, good for Food Connect. So yeah, we occasionally get customers who buy our end-use product, which will go to our Facebook page and learn a bit more about what we do, how we do it. Yeah, that's probably the main social media type technology. I mean, on farm we use different technologies now too. We can remotely turn on our irrigation pump from our phone. So rather than walking down to the pump and flicking the switch for 2 hours, I can just be anywhere in the world or in the strawberry patch and push a button on my phone and the sprinklers start turning on. I can see what the temperature, the rainfall is, and all kinds of other data for yearly monitoring. So I can correlate a certain amount of rainfall at certain times of year with production. Not that we can control the weather, unfortunately. But it's interesting information that can help us predict how good the season will be. I tried to use a helicopter, a drone helicopter, to scare away some birds that like our fruit too. And they were only like the big fruit and the juiciest fruit, but the birds just look at the drone and say, no, it's not doing anything to me, so continue to eat the fruit. So we've given up on scaring the birds. We just grow a few more plants so we can feed the birds too. The other technology, internet of course, is very important. All of our invoices, we don't send a paper invoice to anyone, it's all done by email. All of our record keeping is all electronic, no longer written down on paper. So that makes it much easier, we don't have to print anything out. That's other technology. We do soil tests and water tests to see what the nutrient levels are. Because growing organically, we can also see whether we need more organic fertilizers or less, because we don't want to waste anything. Because putting too much on costs money. Not putting enough on also costs money. So we need to do leaf analysis and soil tests to make sure we can get the optimum environment for the plants.
Great. Are there any, future developments or technologies you'd like to see to maybe better, demonstrate to people the dangers of using chemicals in commercially grown farms, or do you feel that there's a way that people can be better informed about organic growing? Is it?
Yes, there could be, but I think I don't know for sure. I think the large chemical manufacturers will promote their product as being safe. Now, who really knows what's safe or not? It's a very difficult question. The only thing we can do is to promote the knowledge of the health benefits is to think logically. If you put something on a piece of fruit that kills an insect, it's not going to be healthy for us over the long term. Over the short term, it probably doesn't affect us. But over the long term, ingesting poison, it doesn't make sense. So if it doesn't make sense, why eat something that has been really poisoned for everything else except the human body? So, I think it's going to be difficult to say that other fruit is not safe to eat, because you could have all kinds of legal arguments. You just have to go with common sense. If it kills an insect, it's probably not good for us long term. Whereas organically, look, we can't control the insects, but we can certainly try and reduce the problem somewhat. There's a lot of methods we use organically where we introduce insects which eat the insects which eat the strawberries. And there's some companion planting we do. So there's different techniques that we can use to try and maximise our production, but we don't want to poison our fruit because we're poisoning our customers.
Great, thank you very much. That's awesome. Thank you very much.